Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Shedding defenders at the 15. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Well, this defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. The depth of pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Corral. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Corral. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Here's Wilson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Throw right side, going to be complete to the Guar. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. An inside give to Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. We're going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Corral. A short throw to Musgrave.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now the 4th-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it. But don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Denver. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Corral looking to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Brings up 2nd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. In motion goes Patrick. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Broncos at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
To throw is Wilson.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson eluding the pressure right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Cade York
on now for the field goal.
This from 25 yards out.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3.
And they will take. Just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They go play action now. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one they wanted to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Touchdown!
Adam Troutman,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense.
And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Baron Browning.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Clifford to throw on second down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second down throw from Clifford. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Clifford working from the gun. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Clifford will throw it here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in, ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though. And
this is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. York on now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw is Clifford. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd and 10, here's Clifford. It's brought in by Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, it's Clifford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Clifford back to the air on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw it again with Clifford. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Hey guys, listen. Alert.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 9.
36 power. Start.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Clifford now, here's 1st and 10.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Clifford now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Clifford. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Dillon. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's a sneak, Clifford, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Sean Clifford, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Wilson on first down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Clifford to throw.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second and 10, Clifford to the air.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Now it's Clifford.
This is caught.
A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? Here's a sneak, Clifford. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Sean Clifford with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
14.
They go play action with Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And quickly they get to the line. 1st down to the air with Clifford. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Packers 21. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Zebra.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. On the move past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
A 50-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Clifford. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Up the middle, Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Clifford will throw it here. And that one to the right side and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Clifford throwing on third down. This one deep for Wilson. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. Well, the defense circling now, fourth down and 7. Clifford, they're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Wilson to throw. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devontae Wyatt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
At the 12-yard line.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's